Tonight on the evening news, we bring to you a special report, live on the scene 10 years later on the island, where a large group of boys was stranded after their plane was shot down during an unfortunate misfire in the war. These boys had to survive by themselves. They were eventually rescued and brought back to civilization. We decided for the 10-year anniversary to bring all of the children back to the island to do interviews and to tour the island and see what they thought about their time on the island. Thank you and enjoy.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to this evening's edition of the Pentagon News. Tonight we are here on the island where this tragic event took place 10 years ago. We will be giving you interviews and reenactments of key events that took place. Thank you and enjoy the program. How do you feel about being back on the island?
To be honest, I don't like it a whole lot. A lot of bad things happened here, and I did a lot of things I'm not real proud of. Came back just for the sake of it being documented, but it wasn't a very fun time being on the island.
It's kind of strange to be back. It brings back some bad memories.
A little uneasy, to be honest. It's not good being back here. I'd rather not have come back here, and I wouldn't have if Ralph and the others hadn't agreed to come back here as well.
So how does it feel to be back on the island?
I like being back here. Nobody told me no or what I was doing was wrong. I got to do whatever I wanted to. There were no consequences. I got to be me. That was something I didn't get to do back home. They didn't understand who I was. They didn't understand what was going on.
I really don't like it here. I don't remember much, but what I do remember was a nightmare. The beast, it terrified all of us.
Okay. Why don't you tell us what happened when you first landed on the island?
Well, when we first landed on the island, I guess back a little before that, we were in a plane with a whole bunch of other kids, and then there was this big boom, like an explosion type thing. And the plane went down, and next thing I know, I woke up on the island by myself, basically. I started walking around and calling, hello, is anybody there? And that's where I met this really good guy named Piggy. Hey, is anybody there? Is anyone else? Anybody?
I'm here.
Hey, I'm Ralph. What's your name?
It doesn't matter what you call me, just don't call me Piggy. Everybody at school called me
Piggy!
that. I said don't call me
Piggy!
that! Don't call me Piggy. No fun. What is this thing over here?
I don't know, what is it?
I think it's a conch. You can blow it or something to make a noise. I just don't know how to blow it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you blow it out
I
of?
think that is.
Like this? No, that's not it.
You got to buzz your lips or something.
That worked.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Wait, you called him Piggy?
Yes, I called him Piggy. I know that doesn't sound very good, but at first I didn't like him very much, and that was kind of a teasing name. But as the time on our island went along, I started to like him, but I never really learned his name. He just kind of got dubbed Piggy.
So I remember from the last time you were interviewed, you said that you were elected chief. Can you tell us what that was like and what your first order of business as chief was?
Well, it was really good to be elected chief at first. I had the conch shell that Piggy had spotted, and that's what called the first meeting. So the boys just kind of elected me as chief because I kind of looked like I should have been in charge or something, I guess. My first order of business was to get a fire started so we could be rescued, which is a very important thing to me. Without the fire, we would have never gotten off that island. But Jack and his choir boys, I let them be hunters because Jack really wanted to be chief as well. And I figured there'd be a lot of trouble if he didn't get what he wanted. So I let him take control of the fire and hunting. Well, they didn't do a really great job at keeping the fire up.
Ralph wanted me to watch the fire, but all I wanted to do was hunt. I felt that it was more important because what are the odds that a boat's going to come by? It was more important to get food and hunt.
Hey! One day when me and Simon were building shelters, not that we had help from anyone else, and the fire was out. So I walked up the mountain trying to figure out why the fire was out. And on the way up there, when I got to the top, noticed there was no one around the fire, and Jack and his band of choir boys were coming up the mountain chanting some strange song, and their faces were all painted and stuff. They didn't even look human. Talking about how they killed the pig and stuff. Tried to talk to Jack, talk about how important the fire was, but he just didn't seem to get it. He didn't understand that without the fire, we wouldn't get rescued. All he was concerned about was killing that stupid pig.
Kill the pig, slit its throat, spill its blood. Kill the pig, slit its throat, spill its blood.
Jack! You let the fire go out.
Well, we got a pig.
There was a ship. You let the fire go out.
Yeah, but we have food now.
So it doesn't matter. There was a ship. We could have been rescued.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna starve if we don't get some food. When we have
It wouldn't have mattered if we would have been rescued. You let the fire go out. How could you have done that?
Well, at first it was just us kind of listening to Ralph doing what he said, but I didn't really like listening to him. I kind of saw things different the way he did. So I kind of broke off into my own faction with my group, and we hunted and we killed.
We chased pigs, we ran through the woods with our faces painted, and when we found a pig, we stabbed it. And we were chanting, kill the pig, slit its throat, spill its blood. Kill the pig, slit its throat, spill its blood. We got a pig!
Yeah!
Woo!
Let's sacrifice it to the beast.
Here you go, beast.
We chopped off its head and we put it on a spike as an offering to the beast.
But then we kind of gave into our primal instincts, and things started spiraling out of control.
What's something that is most memorable to you about the island?
Well, one night, me and my brother, we were on top of the mountain, and we saw the beast, and it's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like it had claws and red eyes, and it chased me and my brother down the mountain and through the forest. We got all cut up, and we arrived back at the camp, and we told everyone about what we saw.
Hey, what's that?
I think it's the beast.
Okay, so I keep hearing about this beast. Can you tell me about it?
Well, when we got here at first, it was all fun and games. We would just go around, play in the water, eat food. Then a little kid at one of the meetings mentioned the beast. The beast at first just came out of the woods and scared the kids at night. And then it came out of the water. And then it was in the mountain. And it just terrified us all and made us do crazy things.
We had a feast. We wanted to get the others to join us and on our side. We killed Simon. He came out of the woods and he was covered in stuff. And so we attacked him.
Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood.
Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood. Kill the beast, slit his throat, spill his blood. It's the beast! So I know that in the end you came to have most of the power. How did that happen?
I took it. I didn't think Ralph was doing that good of a job, so I just decided to break off my own faction and lead my own group. We did what we wanted. We hunted, we killed, we ate. It was great.
So do you think Jack should have been chief from the beginning, or do you think Ralph was the best choice?
I think Ralph was the best choice, because as soon as Jack took control, everything went down. Like, just went downhill. People started dying. Ralph just became hunted, literally hunted for his life. We lost Piggy. Simon was killed. It was just a really bad situation, and all that's happened after Jack took control. And up until then, if we'd followed everything Ralph had said, we would have been rescued the first time by the first ship. But it was Jack's influence that led us to not get rescued the first time, because he didn't keep the fire up. So I believe Ralph was the best option.
So Ralph, how did you feel once everybody left?
Well, everyone didn't really leave. I still had, if you're talking about after the feast, I still had Piggy and Sam and Eric and a couple of the little ones, but it felt kind of bad knowing that I was elected chief, and most of the people, I guess, just left for Jack because he could provide what they wanted or something. Yeah, I didn't like it very much, but there wasn't really anything I could do about it, you know?
Why do you think Jack was able to get everyone to come to his side?
Well, Jack had this kind of appeal, I guess. Everyone wanted, in the end, to come to him because he had food, and he provided this sense of fun. Looking back, I realized that they just wanted to have fun and be free without the rules. But really, me and Piggy are the only ones that realized the rules were the only thing that was going to get us rescued. No one else either realized or cared about that particularly, so Jack had all the fun. And that's really why they went to him.
Why do you think Jack's influence was so strong?
Well, I guess because no one really wanted to follow the rules. We were away from the adults, the grown-ups, and we just didn't want to follow the rules. And a bunch of us, like Roger and Jack, they were just like, we're just not going to do anything. We're just going to do whatever we want to do, and that included hunting and just not keeping up the fire. And so that's probably what made Jack so appealable to the other kids.
How did y'all get the fire to cook the pig?
We took a stick of fire and we were going to keep it going, but we couldn't keep it going. So we had to find a way to start fire. So one night we went and we stole Piggy's glasses. Because, I mean, we had all the people. We should be able to start the fire. They didn't need it as much as we did. Yeah. So, after you gained power, things kind of went downhill. Can you tell me what happened?
At first it was going great. We hunted, we ate, we had a place to live. It was going great. But after we started killing more and more pigs, things kind of fell apart. We started listening more to our instincts and the reason. We killed anything in sight. We just hunted and ate everything we wanted, and eventually we ended up killing one of our own because of it.
You were talking about hunting more and more. Did that include Ralph?
Yeah, I saw him. Eventually he was just a nuisance, but he built up to where I saw him as nothing more than a potential target. He was in my way, and I was listening to my instincts. I thought, what better way to get rid of him than just kill him? I got some of my boys to help me hunt him down, and we snuffed him out by burning the whole island down.
Jack, give Piggy his glasses back.
No.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I need my glasses back.
We took him fair and square. If you want him, come get him.
They're his glasses. You need to give his glasses back. That's only fair.
Yeah.
No.
I can't see anything. I need them.
They came back and they brought Sam and Eric with them. And they were trying to steal the glasses back, but they were ours. So I took matters into my own hands.
No, Piggy!
How does it feel to be on the island where your nephew was murdered?
Honestly, it's pretty strange. I would never have thought that my nephew, cute, small little piggy would be here and like be killed here by other kids.
I felt really betrayed. They at first elected me to be chief, and then they turned around and were literally chasing me across the island with fire and sticks. It was a horrible day. One of the worst I can ever remember having, and I still wake up at night thinking I'm being chased by them.
Are you playing a game?
What? What?
Are any dead?
Yes, 2.
I thought you were British. You should have put on a better show.
It felt horrible to have those kids try to kill me. I mean, for one, looking back, we were 12 years old and they're chasing after me with sticks and fire trying to kill me. They had elected me chief, and I kind of felt like I had let them down because I let the island go to this point. You know, I was still technically chief, I guess, chief of nothing at that point, but I let this happen one way or the other. What drove them to this? Jack. Jack wanted to have control. He wanted to have power, and he was willing to do whatever it took to get that. If that was killing me, killing anyone else, he would do it. So Jack pushed them to this point, but I think in a way they kind of had fun doing it, because it's fun just to let yourself go every once in a while. Looking back, I realized we all had that urge to step outside of civilization in us. Jack just let it blossom and grow, and I guess fertilized it for everyone else, and they all wanted to do what Jack said, because like I said before, Jack had the fun.
Later, you found out that the beast was not real. How did this make you feel about your actions earlier?
Foolish, to be honest, but it felt so real. It was just like, I guess fear in a place like this can really drive you to do things you wouldn't think you'd actually do when you're scared. And when there's nothing around you, no order, you don't really realize what you're doing.
How does it make you feel knowing that the boys were sent here to be safe?
Well, who would have thought that sweet, innocent kids could do something this crazy, this savage? Everybody thought they would be safe. They were thinking, hey, little kids, let's not keep them on the board. Let's send them away. Nobody would have thought that they would figure out themselves how to kill people. I mean, you don't just see a little kid and expect them to go kill their friend while they're playing. But that's what they did.
Any closing comments?
I guess the last thing I want to say is something I've reflected on and thought about a good bit. And obviously there's a savagery and a beast inside all of us. We proved that on the island, and I've always wondered if I wouldn't have been elected leader, would I have turned out just like Jack was, angry that I wasn't elected, and had turned on Jack like Jack turned on me. It's always bothered my thoughts, and I don't really know what the answer to that would be. I would hope that I wouldn't, but I kind of think I would.
We thought these children were innocent. We thought they wouldn't be able to kill each other. How are they capable to do these things unless they've been taught?
I don't know, it just works. You might have to hold down some of the silver things as well.
Why are you following me?
You think you're sexy or something, I don't know.
Ernestine?
Why are you just randomly videotaping things?
And we capture the wild Amelia in her natural habitat.
What are you talking about? We're not in hell.
Hey Amelia, you wanna know something? We got that on video.
It's the beast. Okay. Oh, this is having way too much.
What happened? Let's watch that.
Because I don't know how to stop it. How do you stop it? Like, that's why I keep on videoing everything, because I can't stop it. Because your camera sucks.
Well, if you turn it off, I'm sure that'll work.
Go for it.